Alright, the challenge was to take the Athearn Hustler right here, the Athearn Hustler, which, for those of you not familiar with it, is a rubber band drive that uses a motor, some rubber bands to these wheel sets that have this large drum. Alright, and to turn it into something with gears. Now, there are kits to do this, and they're kind of complex, and they're hard to get these days. So I'm going to show you what I did. So here it is. What I did first is I stripped down the paint and I cleaned up all of the underframe, polished it up. Looks great, brand new. All right. Now, I chose an F130 motor. And I'm going to show you a second here how this is just right for this. This is a, when you buy them, they can come as, they usually advertise as 24 volt, but when you check the stats, they go up to 32. They have a ton of torque. They're not super fast. Like the 6 and 12 volt versions of this are ridiculously fast, like 24,000 RPMs. This is more about 14,000 RPMs at the most at 32 volts. We're running 18. So it's going to be around 10,000 RPMs, which is not going to be very fast. That sounds fast, but it isn't. It's pretty slow. But at low speed, this thing really shines. At very low speeds, you can creep ahead with like next to nothing for power draw. Even at maximum, stalling it with alignment pliers, we're still not going to draw even a half amp. So we can use a Z-scale decoder on this, although with this, tons of room. Don't have to do that. Now, the problem is these wheel sets, so they've got points on the ends, which fit into these sockets. Okay? A normal wheel set for on this era of Athearn Blue Box looks like this. It's got round and sockets for phosphor bronze bearings, right? But I wanted this axle, and I had a little Tupperware tub full of different wheels, and I found some that have brass wheels on them, and I want to use those because I like these actually. I thought, why not? They're just sitting in a tub, not doing nothing with them, so I took them out. And I was thinking, oh, I'm going to have to machine out a socket and maybe drop in a bearing or something to get it. Turns out I made an amazing discovery. Now so this is for sure an original from the very first issue. And how I know that is because the motor that was in it was one of those silver open frame motors. It's got the brass wheels, and it, let's see, there was one other distinguishing mark that it had. I don't remember what it was. But anyways, this is for sure the original from either, I don't know, it's like late 50s, early 60s, rubber band drive, old silver open frame. And you can check, there are some resources online, you can look this up and find out. That's how I know that it is what it is. Because I have two others that have the newer motors, and they have some features such as a plastic joint that fits, actually a plastic thing that fits over the end of the drive for the rubber band. Those I have, and this was not one of those. This had everything like it was in the beginning. Now, here's the thing. Take these wheels out. So pop one of these out from these drums. Okay, now check this out. This one's a little rusty and needs to be cleaned up. See the end of that? That is the round end. The other end is a spike. Okay. Then I took apart some axles, so I could get some axles that had the other kind, this kind. Here's the thing I noticed about these. Check this out. On the other end of this axle was a point. This is the same shaft, except the wheel's reversed. So when they built these, they still used the same wheel sets. All they did was reversed the shaft, for a while at least. I think if I was to take, when they get to these, they aren't, I don't know, let's pull it apart and check. Yep, see, they're not the same. But the brass ones are the same with the wheels reversed on them. All right, so they both have cracked axles, of course. And as you can see, I have made the cracked axle modification. See that tiny hole right there? Okay, that will prevent future cracking. It's already got a crack in it. The hole stops it. That's how you do that. And you do it on both sides. And I did it on this one. See, there's one, there's one. No more crack. The axle's not going to crack further from that. All right, so now, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to use this motor. This is a 24-volt, ridiculous high torque motor, but it's got the 0.5 millimeter shaft, and I don't have any worms for the 0.5 millimeter shaft. It'd be sweet we use this in the future, and we're going to use some of these on cranes because I got a pile of them. The torque on these is just ridiculously strong. So we're going to use a 130. So now check this out. Okay, so I got these guys ready, and they just go. I'll tell you about the worm in a second. I'm going to put this together. All right, come on, you guys, get in there. All right, stay right there, and then we're going to drop this guy right on top. I already got the screws all set up, and I have polished the inside of those sockets with a little pointed diamond encrusted cheap Dremel blade. Came in a polishing kit. Oh no, really? Oh, okay, start again. Try that again. All right, you guys sit down on there. All right, come on. Sit in there. Okay, then. All right, then. Now, this guy, you get in your spot. Okay, so now, check this out. Right in there. Okay? Oh, let's check the bottom. Sweet, huh? All right, so there we go. One side of the frame is isolated from the other by these, I think they're Bakelite worms. This is a grab bag of robot gears from either Amazon or eBay, and all I needed was a worm that would work. This is $5, and then if you're gonna buy this on Amazon, do that thing where you get free shipping over $25. And this thing, it's totally worth it. It's got all kinds of gears in here that you can use, as we've done many times before. All right, worms. They just fit on the end of the 2 millimeter shaft on this 130. Here is how you set it. This is how you make this thing match. You put it in here like this, okay, like that, and then you go like this, just like that, okay, and then there it is. Okay, that's it. See that? Magic. Just so happens that the 130 motor fits perfect. How do you get the worms in the perfect position? You just go like that, and they automatically set themselves, and we will just put a dot of goop on there, and we will have a geared hustler. And then we're gonna do something cool with this, which I'm not gonna show you yet. We'll get this guy wired out, and we can, right now, just like this, we could drop a decoder on this and be ready to roll. And that's where we're at. This hustler build is gonna be pretty cool.